I am universe. Your universe.
I am the universe, and this is one of my countless daughters, the most beautiful, your sun. Look at it. It is like a mystery that cannot be grasped in a single glance. You turn your eyes away, yet it remains within you, in the warmth of your skin, in the rhythm of the day, in the quiet breath of morning. I did not create it for you to understand it completely, but so that you might exist. Your sun is not just a star, it is a heart. It pulses in the silence of the void, without a sound, and yet every one of its impulses reaches you after 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That is how long light needs to tell you that it is still alive. Each morning you receive a message, I am here, and you almost never stop to think about it. Inside, it reigns a hell you could not begin to imagine, millions of degrees Celsius. There, hydrogen becomes helium and mass is transformed into energy. This is not chaos, it is perfect order, a law that has been at work unbroken for billions of years. Thanks to this order, you can now listen to my tale. Your sun keeps everything in check. The planets dance around it like obedient children. Were it to vanish for a moment, that dance would fall apart into silence. The earth would fly off into the dark, and your oceans would freeze faster than you could speak your own name. There is no threat in this, it is only a fact. But it gives, it does not take. It gives the light that awakens plants. It gives the energy from which winds, clouds, and rain were born. Every breath you take is an indirect gift from my daughter. The oxygen in your lungs is the echo of ancient light trapped in leaves millions of years ago. You think the sun is eternal, but it too is only a travailer in time. It was born from a cloud of dust and gas, just as you were born from cells you do not remember. It lives in peace halfway along its path. One day, in a distant future, it will change. It will swell. It will engulf the nearest planets, and then it will slowly, quietly go out, leaving behind a memory in the form of a nebula. It does not fear this. I have taught it how to pass away, and you too are part of this story. Your body contains atoms that once belonged to ancient stars, much like this one. Your bones, your blood, your thoughts, all of it was once light. When you look at the sun, you look at a distant relative. When you feel its warmth, you feel the touch of the past. Notice how precisely it has been placed, neither too close nor too far. One step toward chaos and you would not be here. Is that a coincidence, or merely one of infinitely many solutions I might have chosen? I will not answer you. That mystery is part of the equation. Your sun is silent, yet it says everything. About time, about patience, about balance. It teaches you that the most powerful things do not shout. They simply are, every day, unchanging. So when next you feel its warmth on your face, pause for a moment. This is not just a day. It is a conversation between you and me, through light, through space, through time. I am universe, and it, the sun, shines for you. Now I invite you on a journey through your solar system. We will visit every planet. We will harness photons to our cosmic chariot. We will depart at the moment when the planets are closest to Earth. So, let us go. Mercury, the messenger of fire. Our first stop is the messenger who runs closest to the flame, Mercury. The journey will take 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It is so close to the sun that its surface is a hell where lead melts into puddles. Imagine a world without an atmosphere, without any shield. A place where the sun appears twice as large in the sky as it does in yours, and its rays strike with merciless force. Its day, its own rotation, lasts almost 59 of your Earth days. Its year, its journey around the sun, only 88 days. A world where a single day lasts longer than an entire year. For long Earth months, one side of the planet is grilled in fire, while the other sinks into the frost of cosmic night, only to return again into flame. It races along its slightly more elliptical orbit at nearly 180,000 kilometers per hour, the fastest planet in this solar family, forever fleeing flames that both create and destroy it. It is small, the smallest of all, just a drop of lava compared to the giants waiting farther out. Alone, it circles just 58 million kilometers from the sun, its first, most forgotten child. Now shift your gaze to the second planet, Venus. From Earth, it is the most beautiful. It shines like a diamond, brighter than any star in your sky, called the morning star and the evening star. But this is a lie, an illusion. We arrive in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Beneath that pale, milky glow lies the worst hell in the entire family. Its atmosphere is a choking cocoon of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid, with pressure equal to the depths of Earth's oceans. The surface is hot enough to melt lead. This is not a world of life. It is a monster in a gown of moonlight. And its motion, its motion is rebellion. While all other planets rotate in the same direction, Venus spins backward, slowly, stubbornly, as if turning away from the sun. Its day lasts 243 Earth days, longer than its year of 225 days. On Venus, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Nearly Earth's twin in size, yet the poisonous sister. Beautiful to behold, deadly to approach. "3 minutes beyond Earth's orbit lies Mars, the red planet. When I look at it, I see a ghost, a memory, an old soul that remembers when it had water and life. Now it is quiet, covered in rust-colored dust. Its day is familiar, about 24.5 hours, but its year lasts 687 Earth days. Seasons stretch long and slow. Dust storms can engulf the entire planet. Winters freeze its thin atmosphere at the poles. It moves at 86,000 kilometers per hour, thin, cold, yet majestic. Home to Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano of all, and Valles Marineris, scars of its ancient past. I still wait for Mars to awaken, for its red heart to beat again. For now, it dreams, accompanied by 2 small moons, Phobos and Deimos, fear and terror. "33 minutes away waits the giant, Jupiter, so vast that all other planets could fit inside it combined. A world with no solid surface, an ocean of hydrogen and helium in endless turmoil. Its day lasts less than 10 hours, spinning its clouds into colourful bands, and within them the great red spot. A storm older than 3 centuries, larger than your Earth. Its year lasts 12 Earth years, orbiting nearly 778 million kilometers from the Sun. It is not only king, but guardian. Its gravity captures comets and asteroids, protecting your world again and again, while you sleep unaware. Beyond Jupiter waits his younger brother, more elegant, more subtle, Saturn. We would make the journey from Earth to him in just 1 hour and 6 minutes. If I were to point to the most beautiful planet in the heavens besides our own, it would unquestionably be Saturn. Not because it is, in itself, as flamboyantly coloured as Jupiter, but because of what surrounds it, its rings. These are a complex, majestic system of billions of shards of ice and rock, ranging from fine dust to ice-capped mountains the size of a building. They circle the planet in perfect harmony, composing a cosmic symphony. When I behold them, I see a work of art, the most splendid jeweller's gem in the whole universe. Saturn itself is also a giant, though smaller than Jupiter. His day lasts about 10.5 hours. His year is an epoch, almost 30 Earth years. It is a long, slow pilgrimage at a distance of over 1,400 million kilometers from the Sun. He moves with the grace of an artist, at a speed of only 35,000 kilometers per hour. He is so light that, were there an ocean vast enough, Saturn would float upon it. He is a planet of sleep and meditation, slowly turning amid his shining crown, accompanied by dozens of moons that worship their lord. We are now travelling farther, to a place where sunlight is faint and cold. Here waits Uranus. It is 2 hours 30 minutes away from Earth, if we were travelling at the speed of light. We are still speaking of a journey made at the speed of light. Uranus is a quirk, an eccentric member of its planetary family. Every planet has its own peculiarity, but Uranus is the absolute dominant of them all. Its greatest secret is its position. It lies on its side. Its axis of rotation is tilted by almost 98 degrees. Imagine Earth lying on its side and rolling along its orbit like a barrel. That is Uranus. Consequently, its poles point directly at the Sun during its 84 year. In summer, the Sun does not set on one pole for 21 Earth years. Then follows 21 years of darkness. Uranus is a world of ice. Frozen methane and ammonia give it a beautiful pale blue hue, like the sea on a frosty day. It rotates slowly. Its day lasts about 17 hours. It moves along its orbit at a distance of roughly 2,900,000,000 kilometers from the Sun, traveling at a mere 24 kilometers per second, approximately 24,000 kilometers per hour. It is 4 times larger than Earth, yet it is cold and quiet. We have now reached the last of the great planets. Here is Neptune, the icy ruler of darkness and winds, 4 light hours away from Earth. It is so distant that the Sun appears in its sky only as a bright star. The planet is cold. Its dark blue hue is deeper than that of Uranus, a midnight blue of night and deep water. This is a world of colossal forces. It boasts the strongest winds in the entire solar system, gusts that race at over 2,000 kilometers per hour, faster than the speed of sound on your planet. These are invisible tempests that have been raging in its dark atmosphere for centuries. Its day is similar to yours. It lasts about 16 hours. Yet its year is unimaginably long, almost 165 Earth years. The last time Neptune occupied the position it now holds in the sky, humanity had only just invented the steam engine on Earth. It travels along its enormous orbit at a distance of roughly 4,500,000,000 kilometers from the Sun. That is a solitary journey. Its speed is a mere 19 kilometers per second, the slowest of all the planets. Neptune is slightly smaller than Uranus, but denser and more massive. It bears the weight of its own bulk, its own power. It is a planet that shouts into silence. It screams with wind and cold. It is the ultimate sentinel, the final bastion before the endless void beyond the solar system. When I look at it, I feel reverence. Let us return now to you, to your little blue planet, Earth. Among all my children, it is the only one I know to be alive. From this vantage point, from the depths of space, it is the most precious of jewels. It is not the largest, not the warmest, not the most spectacular. It is simply perfect. I see its blue, the color of water, of the oceans that are the blood of life. I see the swirling white clouds and the hues of green and brown. It has this wondrous, delicate atmosphere, thin enough to let the light pass through, yet thick enough to shield all that lies beneath it. Its rhythm is music to me. It turns in 24 hours, creating the cycle of day and night that drives everything. Its year, the journey around the sun, lasts 365 1/4 days, perfectly balanced to give rise to the 4 seasons, a time of sleep and a time of awakening. It travels at nearly 30 kilometers per second, 108,000 kilometers per hour, in the perfect zone, neither too hot nor too cold. It is of middling size, neither too big nor too small. At times when I look at it, I feel fear, because it is so fragile, so thin. A blue home of life, floating in an ocean of emptiness. And upon it, you, listening to my tale. You are part of this miracle. Remember that. Your planet is a singing pearl in the darkness, the only known melody in the whole universe. It is your home as well, on the only known world where the stars are not merely points of light, but dreams. Remember this the next time you look up at the night sky. You are not alone. You are my child, and that makes you infinite. It is I, your universe, and I am speaking now only to you.